Welcome to the Galaxy Man Show interview show. So, for my very next guest is this sensational actress known by the name of Charlotte Frøyland, and she'll be playing the iconic role of Jean Grey in X-Men: Children of the Atom, coming very soon. An incredible project by an incredible director. So, I'm going to add Charlotte into the live now and have a chat with Charlotte.
Hello,
Hello, Charlotte. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks. I just want to say first up, thank you so much for taking the time to join my show. It's such an incredible pleasure having you on the show for today. To people that don't know who you are, Charlotte, if you can give like a bit of backstory about yourself first, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
My name is Charlotte. I'm originally from Norway. I lived in New York for 4 years. I studied acting, and then at Strasberg Theater and Film Institute, and then I moved to LA about 3 years ago, so right before the pandemic, which was such good timing on my part. Um, yeah, and I've been here trying to work, taking some classes.
So we'll dive right into the questions now, Charlotte. So for my very first question, so you've actually been casted in X-Men: Children of the Atom, project by an incredible director that I know of, Evan Factor, that everyone should definitely go follow.
Yeah.
What has it been like getting casted as Jean Grey in X-Men: Children of the Atom for this like iconic Marvel role?
Um, it's really cool. It feels like a lot of pressure, but it's definitely really cool. I've never done anything superhero-like before. Um, and so I think it'll be really fun to try to find that like way of humanizing all of these characters because they'll have, they have the mystical powers and she could do, play these mind games and read people's minds and stuff, which is so cool. But at the end of the day, they're all human. And so I think that'll be like the really fun kind of challenging part is trying to not see, at least for me, see Jean Grey as this like really intimidating, scary person and still try to find her humanity. So I'm really excited to try that out.
Yes. So on to our very next question. So what would you like to see from your role as a Jean Grey? Like, would you like to see any fan favorite moment or scene for Jean Grey?
Well, I don't know. I will say this. I was watching the new Dark Phoenix movie with Sophie Turner today. Um, and I really love the dynamic between Professor X and Jean Grey. They have like the whole like father-daughter dynamic. And I really like that, and I thought that would be really cool to explore that further. Also with Raven,
Yes.
I didn't really get to see that much of that in the movie, but I would love to I think she's a really cool character, so I would love to keep working scenes with her. I'm
Awesome.
excited.
So on to our very next question. On to that, who would you like to see like Jean Grey, your version of Jean Grey, interact with like for children of in Children of the Atom?
Like a favorite?
Any fan favorite character?
I always thought Okay, so I always thought that Nightcrawler was super cool. Um, Not just because I would love uh to be able to teleport like that, especially in LA traffic. That would be amazing. Um, but I definitely really like him. I'm kind of a big fan of romance, so I think the like Cyclops Jean Grey scenes would be pretty cute. I'm definitely very excited for those. Um,
Well, Colin K. Bass, Cyclops has some missions there, right there.
yeah, I'm really excited. I've talked to him, but I haven't met him yet, so
Okay.
I'm ready to meet him and
He's
start.
I have to say, Colin K. Bass is such an incredible actor. I'd actually done an interview with him a couple of years, 2020. Yeah, does sensational Power Ranger type projects. And
Yeah,
I could, yeah. onto that, like, do you see yourself being a Power Ranger one day, like, or other like characters onto that?
Um, oof. At the moment, I'm pretty pretty focused on just trying to figure out this Jean Grey character. But I did grow up watching Fantastic Four, so I do think that that would be. Oh, sorry, my phone almost died.
All good.
No, I grew up watching the Fantastic Four movies, so I'd love to play that character. But I think for now I'm gonna work my way. I'm trying to get more into learn more about the X-Men. I'm with comic books so I could like actually dive into like the big, because the movies are the movies, but I wanted to also focus on the comic books and the origin stories and everything. So I'm really dive into that.
Awesome. So, sorry, next question. So, what do you think? Like, why do you think people should watch Children of the Atom when it gets released? Like, what makes Children of the Atom a relatable like project that fans can get into?
Well, this is a really good question. Um, at the moment, right now, I mean, I've been looking at a lot of the X-Men stuff, and it seems kind of like there's been a lot of loops and turns and timelines and stuff, and I would love to kind of, with this series, kind of like map it all out and go further into the characters, um, and learn more about like the characters' personal developments. That's definitely like my favorite part of all of the stories. And their relationship to each other. And I also do feel like X-Men is kind of, it's coming back now and they're developing this whole new thing. And so I think it would be really cool to be a part of that and also extend on that, and take some creative freedom in that sense, and try to see what we can come up with. So hopefully that'll be very interesting to watch.
So, I'm sorry, next question for you. So, what would be your like all-time favorite like Marvel movie and why?
I love the Spider-Man movies.
Yes.
Big fan of the Spider-Man movies. I saw like the last three
Okay.
recently, obviously, as they came out recently. I just think his power is super weird. It's like it's just weirdly specific powers. Well, he doesn't fly. He like flings him. Like I
Yeah.
think it's so fascinating and interesting. And also like I didn't grow up in New York, but I definitely spent a lot of time there. Um, I've been I've been playing my roommate's Spider-Man like games sometimes, PlayStation 4. And I'll pass by stuff and I'll be like, oh, I used to go there. Oh, I want. And so it's more of something that I would relate to. And also Tom Holland and Zendaya, and I mean they're all.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Who do you think portrays Spider-Man well? Toby, Andrew, or Tom Holland?
Oh, you can't ask me that.
Uh,
I love Andrew Garfield.
okay.
I love Andrew Garfield. Especially, I mean, I just watched Tick Tick Boom and it blew my mind.
Yes.
They're just so different. They're like, I haven't really seen the Tobey Maguire movies since I like grew up. I remember seeing them as a kid and liking them, but I haven't really rewatched them. So the Andrew Garfield and the Tom Holland ones are definitely like closer in memory. I don't know. I think I kind of want to say Tom Holland now because he just kind of turned it into this whole other thing.
Tom Holland does an incredible job. Like with the whole Zendaya and Tom Holland like chemistry that they have in Tom Holland's era of Spider-Man. Incredible performances that they both do, and like I would love to see more of that explored. Even though their memory is lost now of Spider-Man, but that would be very interesting to see Zendaya's character MJ get her memories back somehow. I would love to see that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I just think they're all vastly different, which is even, I mean, that's also what good actors do is they can take a character that you love and then turn it into something that's relatable and amazing, but also uniquely them.
Yeah.
Which is what I feel like, I mean, they all three kind of did that. I also think it's so funny that all of the Spider-Men dated their on-screen love interests.
I did too, yes.
All three of them. I was
Yeah, yeah. I actually love, I don't know if you know, Andrew Garfield actually appeared in Doctor Who, in an episode of Doctor Who.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was, I think I have the name of the episode. It's called like Daleks in Mount Hatton. Incredible two-part episode, and Andrew Garfield plays the incredible role of Frank in Doctor Who, in like the 10th Doctor's era, and he does such an incredible performance in that too.
I will watch him do anything. Like I'm so down to watch that.
Yeah. So on to my very next question for you. So who would be your like all-time favorite like Marvel X-Men hero and why?
Specifically X-Men, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. Is it bad if I say Jean Grey?
No. But what version of Jean Grey?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm really excited because I get to play like protagonist and the antagonist.
Yes.
My favorite thing. I love characters that are multidimensional, especially heroes that are multidimensional. I do like the dark side a little bit. I really do. It's so much fun playing like the darker, meaner people. So I'm gonna go with the dark.
Yeah. I love that. So on to your next question. So who would be your all-time favorite X-Men villain and why?
Probably cliche, but I have to say Magneto for the same reason. Is that he also has that like beautiful multi-dimensional character where he's not evil for the sake of being evil. And he goes back and forth and he has, I don't know, like he's a full person and his backstory is so interesting.
Yeah.
I spent the past few days just like looking at YouTube clips of him and I think he's really cool.
I love that. So on to your next question. So if your Jean Grey could work with like any Marvel hero and team up with any Marvel hero, who would it be and why?
I think it would have to be actually someone like Spider-Man or maybe Iron Man. Someone who has a tendency to like be a little bit more impulsive and think on their feet. Because she's so, I mean, obviously with her powers and everything, she's so in her head all of the time that I think like kind of partnering up with someone who's a little bit more impulsive and doesn't think things through as much would be a really interesting combination. And maybe kind of get her to chill out a little bit.
Yeah. That's so cool. So I'll tell you your next question for you. So what made you decide as a person, and especially as an actress, to get into the whole acting scene in the first place?
I don't really know, though. I feel like so many people have like this moment, like where they saw a performance or they saw something and it changed. Like, I don't really have that. I grew up, I mean, my dad kind of works with theater stuff, and so I kind of grew up around it a little bit. And then when I was a kid, I was like, oh, I'll take some classes, I'll try it out. And then I was like, oh, I guess I'll study this at college because what else am I going to do? This sounds good, right? And then, and then I took a class at Strasbourg, at the Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute, and I just walked in and I just immediately felt at home. It was really weird. I didn't know anyone. I'd never been there before, and I just walked in and I was like, oh, I live here now.
Yeah.
I got it. and then I just fell in love with it. It was very gradual, and it very much caught me by surprise. But I would never do anything else.
That's cool. I love that. So on to our next question. So what would be your like all-time dream role?
Can it be like a movie that was already made?
Yeah.
Um, have you seen the movie, so The Breakfast Club is one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
I would love to do like a remake of that. I also love the movie, Promising Young Woman.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
It's so good with Carey Mulligan. I mean, I don't think I could top Carey Mulligan's performance because she was phenomenal. But I would love to do a part, not even that part, just a part like that. I guess that's kind of also the whole like wanting to play like kind of a villain, not really a villain. I think those characters are so interesting.
Yes. Have you seen After Us? Have you seen the new Mystery Incorporated first pilot episode on YouTube?
No. Is it good?
Yeah, really, really good. It's made by Dade Alza and Made of Might, who's also related to Colin K. Bass's crew. And it's a brilliant take on the whole Scooby-Doo franchise. Really, really well done. Really well.
Just rewatching the old live action Scooby-Doo's with
Yes.
Sarah Michelle Gellar and like from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Linda Cardellini, like they're so
So good. So good.
so my friend. She was like, I've never seen it before. I was like, it's so good. That's awesome. On YouTube?
Yeah. On YouTube, yeah. The very first pilot's on YouTube, and they're campaigning to do the second one. So yeah, it's on Indiegogo for people that want to donate to their Indiegogo. Definitely go donate and support episode 2. Yes. So yeah. So on to our next question. So what would younger Charlotte say to yourself now, like looking back at like over the years?
I mean, I don't want to be a cliche, but it does get better.
Yes.
And if something doesn't work, change it, fix it. It's fine. And also, dear little Charlotte, you are very good at landing at your feet. So whatever happens, we can fix it, and we're fine.
Yes.
And it's fine.
I love that. So, on to our next question for you. So, what advice would you give someone wanting to start out in the acting industry? And yeah, what advice would you give someone?
I think the first question I would ask is, are you sure?
Yeah.
If you're 100% sure, then like, yeah. But if you're not sure, but then if you're like me and it's the only thing you're good at, you can do it. Yeah, no, I think I would just say that like the most important thing is like having a group of friends or a relationship or family, whatever, but like some sort of support system is by far the most important thing. Like I would never have gotten through any career stuff ever, especially during COVID, without my friends and my family. They're the reason I'm still functioning and doing work. So yeah, no, like friends are super underrated and keep them super close. And also if you have people that you're working that are like in the same situation as you. So I remember during COVID, I was kind of sitting at home watching all these like 18-year-olds on TV being like, oh, why am I not there? You know? And then I joined some classes and like met people that are like in similar situations and get what's happening and get what I'm going through and I get what they're going through. And it just kind of changed my whole perspective and also made me relax and slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't need to be at the Oscars at 15 years old. It's okay. Um, so yeah, no, Friends, super underrated. Keep them close.
So on to your next question. So onto that, what are like the positive and negative sides into the whole acting industry, and how do you get through those like negative moments as an actress?
Well, I mean, like I said before, I'm not really good at anything else. Like, this is what I got. This is my skill set. So it's this or nothing. But I mean, the upsides are pretty obvious to me, I think. I mean, I don't really care about like the fame and stuff. Sounds tiring.
Yeah.
But just like being able to literally create all this imaginary stuff. I'm one of those people, like, if I don't do something creative, like it bottles up. Like, it's not, I think it's really good just mentally to like keep creating and stuff, but like we actually get to do it for work and we get to work with people and live these fantasy lives. It's like I mean, I don't ever have to grow up, essentially. I get to just play and be a child forever, and I'd love it, and it's amazing. As far as the industry goes, it scares me. And I don't think that many people really know what they're doing. I don't. I'm doing it, but I don't think that many people really think that they know what they're doing, which is a good reminder to keep in mind. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, the constant rejections and the auditioning and the instability and the, you know, lack of pay, and it's just, I mean, it's definitely rough. I'd say it's one of the rougher industries out there for sure.
So I'll start your last question for you, Charlotte. So what's like next for you for the rest of 2022? Like any like projects after X-Men Children of the Atom, or what are your hopes?
Actually, I did last year I wrote a short film.
Okay.
So that's probably next on my list is to get that up and running and produce it in like August, September. Um, so that'll be my directorial debut.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, hopefully that'll be fun, and we'll get some people to come check that out as well when it happens.
Awesome. Well, can I just say thank you so much again, Charlotte, for appearing on my show. It has been such an incredible pleasure just like nerding out and having a chat with you. Everyone,
So much.
everyone definitely go support the amazing Charlotte as Jean Grey for X-Men Children of the Atom. Definitely go and give her one amazing support she needs for this incredible project coming very soon. Do you have like any last final thoughts that you'd like to share to people on the show?
Um, well, you're amazing. Thank you. I'm
Thank
very
you.
thankful for having you for letting you have me on here.
You're very welcome.
And yeah, I'm really excited. I hope everyone can come check it out when it comes out. And I promise to do my very, very, very best to live up to the amazing, like, the incredible stakes and expectations that have been set for this character performed by all these amazing other actors before me. So I will do my best.